Today's reading is from John chapter 11. Now a man named Lazarus was sick. He was from Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. This Mary, whose brother Lazarus now lay sick, was the same one who poured perfume on the Lord and wiped his feet with her hair. So the sisters sent word to Jesus, "Lord, the one you love is sick." When he heard this, Jesus said, "This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it." Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. Yet when he heard that Lazarus was sick, he stayed where he was 2 more days. Then he said to his disciples, "Let us go back to Judea." When Mary reached the place where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet and said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping, and those who had come along with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. "Where have you laid him?" he asked. "Come and see, Lord," they replied. Jesus wept. Then they said, "See how he loved him."
Let us take a moment as a community in silence to offer prayers of intercession for all of those that we want to be lifted up to God in these days. Hello everybody, it's a beautiful day up here at the center, and I hope that you are getting out and about and enjoying the sunshine, at least for a little while, safely distant from everybody else on a beautiful day like today. I also wanted to share just a few thoughts about this passage from John about Jesus and Lazarus. It really has been speaking to me quite a bit because not only because of Jesus' power, his divinity, but also his humanity. Here is this story, this sort of culmination miracle of Jesus' ability to raise someone from the dead and to prevent an illness from leading, in the end, to death. And that story, so many of us are turning to God and turning to faith in ways that we haven't felt the need to in a long time. This story can provide a great deal of comfort, and it should provide a great deal of solace in these uncertain days ahead. Yet what strikes me most about this story is Jesus' utter humanity. He is just a more realized character, one who seems uncertain at times how to respond to the crisis at hand. He is moved by what is going on with Mary and Martha. And as we know in the story, Jesus weeps because of his love for Lazarus. To me, that is such a helpful message as we are dealing with our own emotions, as raw as they are. And also to remind us that although you and I are not God and we cannot overcome or overturn death, nor prevent illnesses from doing what they do, you and I can participate in something that is absolutely divine. We can participate in the love that we are seeing displayed in our relationships in these days. If you know me, you know that I am a weeper. I am a proud weeper. I love to have a good cry, and I am very grateful for my tears. My tears of anger and rage that remind me of something unjust that needs to be fought. My tears of exhaustion that let me know in ways that my brain won't that I've been working too hard. My tears of joy that point out something that is beautiful in this world. And my tears of grief at a loss, which reminds me and makes clear a bond with someone, a valuable relationship that will continue on even past death. As we are gathering today, wherever we are, as a dispersed community, I want us to remember that we get to participate in something utterly divine when we acknowledge our emotions, our love, our relationships with one another. And I would ask that you would keep that in mind as we pray together. God of honest emotions, God of cathartic tears, it would be sadder if in these days we didn't need a good cry, a release from the body, a moment to name how it feels. We thank you that these tears are not tears of weakness, but of witness. They speak to a God who wept as we do and showed that human love is divine. Amen.